Just a few weeks ago, it was handshakes and smiles when Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump met at the DMZ. But the North might have made things even more complicated now by launching 2 missiles into the East Sea. Let's get straight to our Defense Ministry correspondent, Kim Ji-yeon, who's on the line. Ji-yeon, what's the latest?
Well, Devin, we know now that what we learned this afternoon is the flying distance of the second, quote, short-range missile in which the South Korean and U.S. military said that they're still verifying. South Korea's Joint Chief of Staff said the second missile flew 690 kilometers from Wonsan city in an easterly direction towards the East Sea. As to how the second missile flew nearly 700 kilometers is a big question right now, and whether it's likely to be a North Korean version of Russia's Iskander-class missile, which can carry nuclear warheads and can invade existing anti-missile systems. The military said it's presumed to have been launched from the ground using a transporter erector launcher, which means the missile could be moved to a location, desired location, and not bound to a standard missile launch site, making it harder to predict North Korea's movements in advance. The same goes for the first short-range missile, which flew some 430 kilometers at 5:34 a.m. Thursday, 23 minutes before the second missile in the same Wonsan location, both of them with altitudes between 50 and 60 kilometers. The first missile flew some 200 kilometers further than the one launched in May this year.
Regarding North Korea's firing of projectiles presumed to be short-range missiles this morning, after the last one fired in May, South Korea and U.S. military are currently sharing information and are analyzing data in detail. The South Korean government has been monitoring the situation and urges North Korea to halt such actions, which are not helpful in lowering military tensions on the Korean peninsula.
As to whether Seoul's defense ministry views the recent launch as a violation of the Inter-Korean Comprehensive Military Agreement signed by the two Koreas last September to alleviate military tensions on the peninsula, the spokesperson said the firing goes against the spirit of the said agreement. Devin?
Well, now, tell us more about the area the missiles were launched from, Wonsan, and how we can expect this to impact the denuclearization talks.
Well, South Korea's Joint Chief of Staff said that it's been closely watching the Wonsan area where it believes North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has been recently making public appearances, and it's speculated that Kim could have been at the site when the launches were fired and this morning, and it says it believes summertime military drills are underway in the north. Earlier this week, the North showed Kim Jong-un inspecting a new submarine, a move aimed at trying to raise pressure to get an upper hand ahead of talks with Washington. There's speculation the recent launch could delay the resumption of working-level talks between Pyongyang and Washington, and North Korea has stated that the planned joint military drill between Seoul and Washington goes against the pledge to improve relations made by President Trump to Kim Jong-un. That's all I have for now. Back to you.
All right, thank you. Kim Ji-yeon at the Defense Ministry.